which is something I've had to do in the past after learning my lesson of having both an anxiety attack and getting really dizzy and feeling like I'm going to faint. But I was kind of pumped up. I'd been, waiting a week to play again. And, I rode all the way out there. And there were so many people, I didn't want to, wait, 45 minutes till I could get in again. So, because, what happened was the first team to lose had to sit out, 3 games. Heck, it might have been 4 games. I think it ended up being 3, though. But, so I decided to play another game, and I didn't really hold back, and I kind of, pushed myself because, heck, I was so out of shape. Just going up and down the court was pushing myself. And anytime we had a potential fast break, I would always try and run, with a person, or a couple of times I've really lost my dribbling ability. I would try to, dribble the ball down myself, and then I, would get gassed before I even, after crossing half court, and then I'd be like, screw it, and give the ball up to someone else. Except for one play, I did manage to, I can't remember if it was the week before, though, I managed to get, one, it's either rebound or steal, and then took off on the other end, and then everyone thought I was gonna, there was only one, younger kid defender, and I should have literally easily been able to, almost leap over this kid and dunk it, but, and everyone thought that I was going to at least get an easy dunk, but I was so gassed, I took off, I don't know, a little less than halfway between the foul line and the rim, and just kind of glided to the glass and laid it off the glass. My hand ended up being high enough to where I could have dunked it if I would just reached over to the rim instead of to the glass, but I was so gassed, and I had no clue, because I hadn't played in forever, what I was in the shape and capable of. But I barely made it through the second game, and we sat out. I think we only ended up, I was supposed to sit out anywhere from 3 to 5 games, but because of how many people were there, but the guy, 2 people left from the losing team in the first game, so someone asked me if I wanted to play, and I said yes, and even after sitting out 2 to 3 games, I was dizzy, and looking back, I should have not stepped out on the court because I was dizzy before the game even started, just walking out onto the court. And long story short, I know this video is already 22 and a half minutes, but I got extremely dizzy, and got dizzier and dizzier as the game went on. And I remember with looking at the clock with 55 seconds left, I was literally about to collapse on the ground. And it wasn't from being out of shape, something was seriously wrong with my circulation. I even feel a little dizzy right now just standing here making such a long video. I did wake up at 1 o'clock today. It's 4 hours later, so I'm due for lunch. But I got so dizzy. This most likely was the most dizziest I've ever gotten since my first near faint episode over 2.5 years ago. And I remember just walking from the court to the sidelines, just kind of everything was kind of wobbly and just, everything was just blurry, and it's like everything was fading away, similar to what I've experienced in the past, but this was really intense, and things were kind of spinning a little bit too. And I remember when I was walking, my feet were just kind of like wobbling or almost giving out from under me when I was on the sidelines trying to get something to drink, even like as I was leaning on something, resting, or like sitting up against something. And at the same time, I felt so dizzy that if I were to sit down or heck even lay down, I would instantly like go unconscious from so much blood rush to my head. Because I've tried to lay down in the past with less, intense, but a lot less intense episodes or experiences than this. And the blood flow to my head, and laying down, it would tell my body, hey, you're resting, and then my body would naturally want to literally nod off and go to sleep right there in the middle of, open gym basketball on the sidelines. Yeah, it'd be that intense to where I would want my body would try and get me to go to sleep. Which really isn't an option. It's kind of a weird option too. Who wants to have to resort to doing that? But I remember I had some ice cold bottles of that Kroger water right there in my bag, and I chugged 2 of those, and I had some juice, some cold juice too, and I had Gatorade, and I drank all this stuff even after I was already hydrated really good, and it didn't help, and I ended up being really dizzy for a long time, for a few hours, probably 4 hours total, before it really started to subside until I got back to my apartment. A couple minutes after that last game had stopped, and I was feeling extremely dizzy. I told 2 guys that were around me, hey, you guys might need to, call a squad if I pass out. And yeah, one guy was telling me to lay down, but I told him I was, I was just saying, afraid to lay down, or else it would force me to pass out, and I've never passed out before, so I was afraid too. Yeah. So I was sitting there. I was really disoriented, and I was sitting there talking with a longtime basketball buddy, I guess you can call him. Haven't really hung out with him. This guy Chris Keaton. Haven't really hung out with him outside of playing basketball. We've just been to so many open gyms together over the years. I was, I was just telling him I wasn't feeling good, and I was kind of using, talking to him as a way to make it a correct decision on what I needed to do, because that absolutely wasn't normal, and it was worse than anything that's happened to me as far as dizziness goes, and how close I felt like I was going to faint or black out.